Record. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Sienna Moreno, and I'm a student ambassador here at Clovis Community College. I'm going into my second year here at the campus, so I will be finishing up my last semester here this spring. So because of this, our team decided to start some transfer experience videos. So today I will be interviewing Mckay Duran, who is a former Clovis Community College student and has already transferred, and we'll be talking about what his experience has been like.
Awesome. Thanks, Sienna. Hi, everyone. My name is Mckay. I attended Clovis Community for 2 years and have since transferred to Fresno State and am finishing up my bachelor's degree in political science. So thank you, Sienna, and I hope this helps anyone with any questions they may have about transferring. And always feel free to reach out to our social media to connect with us.
Great. Awesome, Mckay. Thank you. So first question is, what was your transfer experience like?
Yeah, I remember a lot of meetings with counselors, honestly, here at Clovis. I was probably a regular in the office. Now it's over Zoom, so everyone can still make appointments to meet with a counselor. Give us a call. But a lot of meetings, preparing, getting my SCP together, double checking all that. But overall, it was really good. And a lot of the resources that we have here at Clovis helped prepare me and made for a really smooth transition, honestly, something that I know a lot of students may not have when they think of transferring. It can seem pretty scary, but just know if you're taking the meetings and staying on track and staying in communication, staying up to date with all the announcements, it'll be a great process.
Thank you. I know that's like a common question. I know personally for me, I'm like, I don't know where I want to transfer to yet. So how each school, even like different CSUs, different UCs require different requirements. They want you to have certain classes being taken. So I feel like that's a pretty like helpful input that you provided us right now.
Yeah,
And then,
absolutely. Thank you.
okay, next question. What were some challenges you had in this process?
Yeah, so for that, I would say it was all personal, right? So it was for myself getting over the fear probably of transferring because for myself, I was here for 2 years, right? A lot of students may be here at Clovis for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, take a break, come back, whatever that looks like. I felt like just when I had got settled in here and got the rhythm of things, it's like, okay, now you're going to leave again, whole new campus, whole new class experience, new people. And so that was the hardest part, readjusting, right? I had just started 2 years and then leaving what felt like so soon. But again, it was all necessary. It's what I have been working towards and what we're all working towards. And so just keeping that perspective really helped. But for me, it was all about just change, right? More and more change, right? When I felt like I had gotten the swing of things, but it all ended up working out. And I'm going into my second year at Fresno State, fourth year of college. And I wouldn't have changed anything if I could go back and do it again.
That's great. I'm glad you had a smooth transition from Clovis to Fresno State. But I feel like how that could be, I know I'm kind of like, wow, well, I just kind of actually settled into Clovis and found my community, and now I just have to restart. And especially at most likely because Clovis has like a lower population of students compared to CSUs and UCs, so I know that can be kind of frightening. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question: what was the transition like going from CCC to upper division classes at the university?
Yeah, for me, I feel like taking a lot of the GE classes we have here, English 1A, communication, psychology, right? Those kind of core classes really helped me in writing and giving me the fundamentals. I'll say I always hear that the a good foundation to then take with me because no matter what the classes at Fresno State, doing upper division classes, it's a lot more writing and analysis and discussions, things that English 1A and communications helped me with. So even though it may be a bit different what the work is, right? The assignments may look a bit different, all those kinds of things, I still got the skills I needed from here. And to be honest, I'm just thankful I finished up my biology and math. I'm a social sciences major, right? Not big on the math and science, so got that out of the way. That sure helped. But truly though, reading, writing, kind of the basics helped me more than anything transferring to Fresno State, because no matter what the subject is, I feel confident in learning with other students, communicating with the professor, and really just, you know, figuring the way out, because it may be different for everyone. It may be different for every class. So that's really helped me.
Oh, that's great. I know I could imagine how that could be like, but that's what I was wondering is like, are the classes going to be different the way a professor handles it here? But then I also remember that a lot of our professors at the community college level also teach at university level. So that gives me some relief. But I know it can be scary. And I like how you mentioned how you were just relieved that you got all your STEM classes done. So like your math and your biology, I feel you on that. I was in your same boat.
Yeah,
If you don't remember me coming to you about how hard statistics was for me,
I do.
and and biology too. So I feel like getting those done was like a big weight lifted off my shoulder as well. So I can't wait to just finish all my core classes once I start my undergrad after I finish here at Clovis.
That's so awesome. Yeah, and you're right. And even one class I had here, I had a substitute for one day. He's now a professor at Fresno State, more full time.
Oh
And
wow.
so, yeah, you're totally right about, professors teaching at both.
Hmm. Yeah. And so next question. What resources helped you transition from Clovis Community College onto your next college?
Yeah, so I'll go back to counseling. They oftentimes don't get all the credit they deserve. And so for me, I was also part of the EOPS program here on campus. And so that really helped me get plugged in with more resources and some transfer counseling as well, because it may look different transferring versus just maybe focusing on getting an associate's degree. So for myself, it was all about the guidance that I got, because even though I had never transferred before, the counselors were able to help me through that, explain it all to me, helping me with my application if I needed it, making sure everything was in order, reviewing the application if I needed help. And so really just taking advantage of what we have to offer, and even tutorial center, right? Because transferring isn't just about the end goal of that very last step of transferring. It's also about the whole way getting there. And I know, speaking of math, the tutorial center really came through for me. So I think it's about just taking everything in on campus and using all of it to really push yourself through it, forward. And so, but again, counseling, I was, had the opportunity to be a part of the EOPS program, and I was surprised with how many programs we have. So there are things that help a lot of students. Just kind of like I said, pay attention to announcements and the crush alert and student emails that come out. They'll help you out.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like counseling is obviously like the number one priority when you are getting ready to transition into transferring and getting your applications done. I know I personally had just met with a counselor like about a week ago, and they're like, "Where do you want to go?" I was like, "I don't know yet," but I know even like assist.org, that website is really helpful, and even just making counselor appointments are really crucial at this time to make sure that you have all the credits that are able to transfer over to that next college. So I would highly recommend for anyone that watches this video, if you guys are in the transition about to get ready to transfer on, whether it's the spring or the next semester in the fall of 2021, then I would just say, since we are in COVID right now, just make sure that you guys check out our counseling resources on our website. You guys can do same-day appointments, which have been very helpful for many students. Okay, and then next question is, what advice can you give someone who wants to transfer?
Ooh, that's a good one. This is the time I wish I had a time traveling ability to go back and tell myself. But I would say just keep going. Don't give up. I know right now a lot of students may have taken a semester off or taking less units, which is a great idea if you think that could help you out. But aside from what we're going through right now, for myself, when I was getting ready to transfer, it seemed like it was so far away looking back, it happened in a flash. So getting through each semester felt like so difficult sometimes, just holding the weight of all your classes and the assignments and exams and papers and everything. It seems, and it is so much in the moment, but as long as you just keep with it and keep going, once you get out of it, I'll say, once you finish the semester and look back and look at what you've done a lot and a lot faster than you think. So I would just say keep sight of your goal, right? Remember why you're here, what you're working towards, and all about transferring and, really accomplishing your goals. And so for myself, just keep on going and don't lose sight of that.
That was great. Thank you, Mckay. I feel like that's something that need to be said because it can often seem like things are or that transitioning into the transfer process is so far away. But in reality, it comes with a quickness. I'm already about to be done with this semester, and I could transfer after this semester technically, but I'm still gonna wait out another semester and finish here at Clovis Community College. But once you hit those 60 credits, you're ready to go. And so especially with being able to take extra courses during summer school, a lot of kids are able to leave earlier than expected. So thank you.
Right. Yeah.
And then next question is, how did you decide what college you wanted to transfer to?
So for me, I feel like I got easy on that one. Fresno State, again, is where I transferred to. And for myself, with my major in political science, when I think of graduating, I plan on staying local and working locally. And so thinking of what I wanted to do, thinking ahead, I thought that staying here and staying connected would be my best route to take for my own path and own success. So that was what drove my decision. And also Fresno State has a great political science department too. So I just encourage everyone to kind of think of what their eventual job goal is and also compare schools, what has a better program for what you're looking for too. So that was my decision and how I made that.
That's great. Are you happy with the decision you made?
Oh, very. Are you kidding? Bulldog through and through. I was a crush. Now I'm a bulldog. I'm both forever, I guess. But no, like I said, I wouldn't change anything in my path for anything. If I could go back and do it, I'm really happy with how it went.
That's great to hear. Thank you, Mckay.
Yeah.
And next question would be, did you feel prepared as a transfer student?
I did. There was a lot of unexpected things that have come up that, not maybe no one can prepare for, right? With a new campus and, like you said, much larger campus. Most places where anyone will be transferring to will be larger than Clovis Community. Mm-hmm. So some of those things I was kind of sink or swim, right? But it all worked out, thankfully. But 99% I was prepared. And even in that way, I was prepared to expect the unexpected, as I've heard it before. And again, it's all about growth, right? So Clovis Community, I think of completing my 2-year degree and really getting involved on campus and connecting. And it was my time to move on to the next journey. So that's how I think it goes, right? We're given enough time here to really grow as a student. And then when we're ready to transfer, everyone's really ready to transfer, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I've thought in my head it doesn't come out the same way, but
no worries.
Yeah, but I did feel prepared, and in a lot of ways that I couldn't have even planned for, right? Just going to class, and a lot of it stays the same, right? We're still in a class, communicating with professor, doing assignments for myself. I'm still on Canvas, so it's been really great.
That's great to hear. Thank you. I know, I feel like everyone, it's the next step coming is the transferring process, but you're kind of just like, oh, well, we'll see what it looks like when I get there. And you get there and you're like, oh, okay, like this is what I've worked for these past 2 to 3 years. And so now this is the next step I need to take in order just to better myself and my education and as an individual. So thank you for your input. Yeah, and then last question would be, what does your college life look like now that you're transferred? And which, I mean, I know could be a little different since the times we're in with COVID-19, but
Right. I was going to say, same as most people in college right now, online on Zoom. But no, but really though, I was, I did have about a semester and a half on campus before we transitioned online, and it is different in some ways, but also the same, right? So I have the best of both worlds. It's the same in that I know how to use Canvas and am in the college routine and know how to read a syllabus, and all the things that I learned here at Clovis, I just use to kind of go on autopilot in a good way, in a good way on some things. But then it's also different because the classes are within my major. So I have a lot more to learn within what I want to work in and focus on in my professional career. And so it's been a lot more of my own interest. Maybe not, it doesn't feel like I'm checking off boxes to take,
mhm.
all the GE classes, but really get into what my passion is. And so that's been my favorite part of transferring in my new college experience is getting into the passionate classes and interests I have.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like that's what everyone kind of waits for. They just want to knock out all the GE so that way they can just get towards their major courses so that way they can get ready to go out into their own career. So thank you for that. So I just want to say thank you for doing this interview today. And for anyone who is getting ready to transfer, please reach out to the counseling team here at Clovis Community College. You can reach them at their email address, at their phone number, or on our website. You can book a same-day schedule an appointment, and they'll be happy to help you. And I wish you the best of luck with the rest of your education and career, Mckay.
Thank you, Sienna. Thank you. And you too. You're almost there. We're
I
all
know.
going to make it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, how do I stop recording this?
Cut.